Hi, welcome to the weekly staff meeting. I'm Shannon Reese. Today we're going to talk about who should be your best friend. So let me tell you a story. When we were expecting my second son, he ended up having a lot of problems prenatally, and he wasn't supposed to survive birth. Well, he did end up surviving birth, and he was in the NICU for several weeks. Well, it was going to be extremely expensive for us to be able to afford having him in the NICU like that. And without my knowledge, because I had made friends with the women in the cafeteria, they and our custodians went together and started collecting money from people around the school. They collected from themselves, which they don't get paid a ton. They collected from the office assistants, they collected from the counselors, from the principals, and everyone that they could. They called me into the office and they handed me a wad full of cash. It was probably one of the most emotional things I've ever dealt with as a teacher, was just seeing how much love they had shown because I had gotten to know them. So my brother John became a teacher several years before I did. And when I became a teacher, he gave me a list of things that I should always remember. One of the things that he told me was you should always make sure that you have two people in that school to be your best friends. The number one person that should be your best friend is the custodian. And if there's more than one custodian in your school, then you should make sure you know all of them. They can be invaluable whenever you need something. And if you're nice to them, they're going to be nice to you. One of the things you can do for your custodians, make sure your room stays clean. You have a lot of people in there to help you every single day. They're called students. Go ahead and make them be in charge of cleaning up the floor, cleaning off the desks, things like that. Whenever I have a custodian come into my room to empty the trash and I'm in there, I go ahead and help out. A lot of times being a custodian is a very thankless job. And every once in a while, it'd be nice to get some thanks. So maybe, get them some donuts one morning, or just give them a note saying, hey, thank you for cleaning my room. I appreciate what you do for me. And the other person that my brother told me to make friends with was the office assistant. Now, the person who is in the front office, they are the first person that anyone is going to see or hear whenever the phone rings as well. You want to make sure that that person knows who you are. You want to make sure that you know who they are. They are somebody who you can go to whenever you have questions, and you will have questions. So you can go to them to find out pretty much anything. And if they don't know, they know who to talk to so that you can get that information that you need. Now, my school has several office assistants, and they have different jobs. Like one is for attendance, one of them helps us out with getting substitutes, and we have several other people who are in charge of things like finance or registration. Whenever they ask for help, make sure you're available to do so, because whenever you might need help, they're always going to be around for you. Make sure you know who all of these people are, because they will become important to you in your life as a teacher. So, who are you going to make friends with at your school? Try to get outside of your classroom, get outside of your hallway. Try to find those other people who make that school run. Tell them thank you. Tell them that you notice the job that they're doing and that you appreciate it. So what do you guys think? Who are some other people that you might want to make sure you make friends with at the school? Comment down below, and don't forget to click subscribe, hit that bell so you won't miss the next weekly staff meeting.